Vietnam, the land of pho, fish sauce, and a little war that went down in the 60s between the North Vietnamese and the United States. Now, of course, Soviet Womble is here, and him and his buddies are giving us a hyper-realistic look at what the Vietnam War was really like. This is random Arma 3 BS Vietnam from Soviet Womble. Let's get into it. Oh, wait. I gotta wait 4 seconds because otherwise YouTube will demonetize me if they're swearing in the first 30 seconds. All right, let's go.
Can you hear the Viet Cong over the edge?
Womble,
Yep.
I've received some grave news from my chat.
Which is?
Cyanide's found in Nepal.
Oh, fuck me.
So I want to point out, you may be like, what's this flare? This isn't a weapon. The flare is oftentimes used as a signaling device, particularly in the U.S. military. When I was in Afghanistan, our TTP was that if your position's about to be overrun, you deploy a red flare. And that would signal to other friendlies in the area that, hey, this position has been compromised by the enemy. And so it told them, hey, you can fire on this position, right? For example, if a red flare went off on a guard tower, it signaled to us that, hey, you can engage that guard tower because it's been overrun or because friendlies have withdrawn. All right, there was something else for green. I think green was used to direct as a final marking for directing CAS. But it may have also been for friendly limit of advance. Like, this is as far as us friendlies will go. And everything beyond the green flare is you can shoot at it. But it was pretty rare that would happen. Like, things had to go really sideways for you to lose comms. But that's in, I was in Afghanistan in 2010. So that's, 40 years, 50 years on from the Vietnam War. Very different. Oop, there you go. Okay, wait. I can't play this music because it is an actual 70s protest song. And instead, what we're going to do is make AI generate a better, different song. So I went on to Sora and I asked it, give me a 60s clean secure router revival song about a soldier in Vietnam and his foolish comrades. This should give us exactly what we want. You can see I had a bunch of failed efforts in which I got a hippie song and a super rock. It was like an 80s rock metal song. It was not right. Oh, bluesy 60s rock gritty. Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's do it. Come on, AI, get it together. Just thinking about it. We're going to get it. It's going to be so much better. All right. Put yourselves back in the Soviet Womble mind and let's see what the power of AI can get for us.
In that land far away, where the guns don't cease, a young soldier marched, his heart filled with peace, his comrades by his side.
All right, this isn't that. This is okay.
In the jungle they fought. Just as so.
All right, let's see. Is it still doing its thing? Do we still? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do the other one. What's the other version?
In that land far away, where the guns don't cease, a young soldier marched, his heart filled with peace, his comrades by his side, a foolish brotherhood. In the jungle they fought, just as soldiers should. But the battle was foolish, filled with misguided pride. As they chased false glory, the devil as their guide through the sweltering.
All right, that wasn't bad, actually. Damn, they're still going for it. They're still dropping this. All right, well, that track was not as good as CCR's classic, but it's still pretty cool. I'll give credit where credit's due. That was that was an okay for a copyright-free substitute, Oh my God, thank you. Okay, here's what's really interesting, guys. I don't know if you know anything about SOG or Special Operations Group, and what they called MACV SOG. So the idea, all right, so Special Operations this brand new concept in the 60s, and nobody really knew what to do with them, and they weren't really sure what their missions were. And so the Marine Corps Special Operations guys, or the SOG, Special Operations Command, one of their missions ended up being going into Cambodia, and the thought at first was that they would disrupt the enemy supply lines that were moving through Cambodia. They would go in on these small missions, and it was one of those things where over time, the U.S. couldn't get out of its own way. So it started, I think they were originally supposed to be like reconnaissance missions, then they became sabotage missions, and then they ended up producing really high casualty rates, like unbelievably high casualty rates. And they were so regulated by diplomats and ambassadors and people at the Pentagon who wouldn't necessarily let these small teams take the firepower they needed, right? You'd have some suit at the Pentagon saying, you say you need a machine gun, or you say you need close air support, but I don't think you do. 4 guys, you only need assault rifles. And they'd be like, the SOG guys would be like, why do you, like, you're in the Pentagon. Why do you think you know what SOG needs? So they were notorious for having really high casualty rates, having missions that made literally no sense in the context of the war. It was a really bad misuse of some of, at least the bravest soldiers. But again, at the time, you've got to understand that special forces were seen as the most expendable, not as the best like they are today.
Right, sir, let's land.
Welcome to Vietnam.
Yeah.
I've got the belt. Where's the belt? Is the belt?
Where's the belt?
belt.
Yeah, there's the belt. Ready with the belt.
Watching you, fuckers.
Okay, man, I feel so old. When I was in the military, these style of glasses, you see these big nerd specs, they were called BCGs, or birth control glasses. And the reason is because the military made them out of big, thick plastic polymer. They were like unbreakable. They were almost like safety glasses. And they were very, very effective at being glasses. You put a nerd strap on them, and those things were not going to leave your face under any circumstances. That said, the problem is they looked like made you look like an absolute buffoon. The irony is that these actually were not as buffoonish as eyewear, ballistic eyewear with the inserts. Those somehow the U.S. military was like, can we make people look even stupider? Let's see if we can find it. Ballistic. I mean, you can imagine eyewear with the inserts. These are corrective inserts. Let's see if we can find an image of it. Oh, yeah. Look at these. Look at these fucking things. Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Imagine having to strike fear in the heart of the Afghans with this outfit. Come on. Come on. Load for me, buddy. Yeah, look at it. Imagine you're an Afghan and this dude is about to put an M203 into your forehead. Like, are you not consumed with fear? How could you not be? Look at that. By comparison, this dude looks absolutely badass, right? Let's see if we can. I'll show you guys the Army birth control glasses, right? Army BCGs, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, you see the difference? See the difference I'm talking about? These were the BCGs, right? Yeah. Did you look cool? No, of course not. But God help you. You know what? These things were highly functional. Highly, highly functional. Yeah. See? Right? And sometimes functionality is kind of its own reward. And I also want to point out that one of the things that the military would do is for a lot of soldiers coming from more impoverished backgrounds, this might be the first time that an actual doctor actually gave them an actual prescription. So for a lot of them, it might have been the first time in years that they had seen clearly. So anyway, again, what would you, let me know in the comments what you guys would take, BCGs or the APL inserts?
You fuckers. What are you guys doing?
Fine. He's not watching. I want him to take his boots off.
Does anyone have a white phosphorus grenade?
There we go. Right. So duty is the objective.
What?
Just down.
What?
Duty is the objective.
Duty is an objective?
Okay, if you've ever been near a helicopter landing, that's exactly what it's like.
Who put a mine in the door?
Okay.
Oh,
Where's it go? Where'd it go?
What?
That was my
Oh,
fault.
God.
What's happened?
Yeah, mission's fucked. Harry
You
blew
had
the
it.
fucking ammo box.
Ah! Well, this is a fucking clusterfuck.
Harry!
This will do me fine. They'll be looking for geezers in helmets.
Right, you don't think that the flag...
Listen, one of the things we've seen in the Ukraine conflict that's been really interesting is that camouflage is kind of helpful, only kind of helpful, right? And as he points out here, a big bright helmet, you've seen the Ukrainians, they oftentimes will wear blue and white tape on their helmets and armbands in order to identify friend from foe, right? Camouflage has like become its own problem because both the Russians and Ukrainians are wearing very similar camouflage patterns at this point. So to distinguish themselves from the enemy, they actually will literally strap their national colors to their helmet. Let me see. I could pull this up because I find it really fascinating, right? Ukrainian marking tape helmet. Yeah. Let's see if we can show you guys some pictures of it. Yeah. Here's like, there we go. Here's a good example. Here's an example of these guys. Right, you see how they are using Ukrainian colors to mark themselves as Ukrainian-friendly forces, and this they're using the Ukrainian digital pattern, but the Russian pattern, the Marpat, very similar. No, sorry, it's not Marpat. It's Ratnik pattern, very similar. So, point is, this is actually less crazy than you think.
that's poking out the jungle is going to be like a fucking... There's a dude over there. Go get an M1 helmet on, you dingus.
I've got. What about this one?
Nah.
I'll need this one in case we get on a boat.
How many hats do you have?
Hang on. In case I get in a tank.
Oh, bloody hell.
And this one's just for me.
Did you
Oh,
bring
just in
any
case I
ammo?
went
Is your
for the-
bag just full of hats?
Dinkle!
Huh? What?
What are you doing, sir?
No. He's pointing out that the enemy clearly have a fortified penis on the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
They could be
I don't-
all over this area. I don't want to
He
look at
strikes from
Dinkle's key
above.
chow.
That's LZ Long Dong.
Our mission is a routine spike team reconnaissance mission. We're inserting covertly into one of several pre-chosen LZs, and when the opportunity presents itself, plant the spiked ammo boxes in a location where the enemy will find it.
Where are we going?
Well,
Yeah, this is exactly actually like the SOG type of missions where it ended up like after where when they did the math, it turned out that they really wasted a lot of their time. They disrupted very little of the enemy's activities. The best thing they could have done is actually done reconnaissance, but they often wouldn't do reconnaissance. There's a whole YouTube channel, if you search for it, that is excerpts from a MaxSog veteran's stories, and it's a really, really strong contrast to the official stories about the SOG groups in Vietnam, who were depicted as being, elite troopers who basically contributed massively to the war
that's not too I see.
instead of being misused. Some of the bravest and in some cases most proficient soldiers getting stuck on the most useless missions.
Go.
Open your map and look at the big area that has a giant red dot.
Oh!
Yeah.
We're supposed to be special forces, and I feel like we're leaning very heavily
We're
into the
definitely
special.
special
special
forces.
forces.
Yeah. Right, jump on the chopper and you're ready to go.
Jesus Christ. Really?
I'm prepared in case we run into any Japanese.
We
as
bet.
Well, the Empire of Japan was had been defunct for about 20 years at that point. Remember, the Empire of Japan defeated at the end of World War II with just two small final pieces of ordnance. So this was like, well, it's way out of date.
Better not have a kamikaze helicopter, I swear to God. Harry, why are you called Sergeant Matt?
But fascinating, though, actually, there were 2 or 3 Japanese soldiers who were left behind in, I think, the Philippines, and never got word that the Japanese Empire had fallen and surrendered. And so they continued to fight and hold out. And the only reason that the final one surrendered, I think he was in his 60s, was because they found his former commanding officer, who was like in his 80s, and rolled this dude out there with a megaphone, and he was like, "Private Takagawa, please surrender. The war is over. Just please stop." So just a sign that the Empire of Japan, man, those guys went hard.
Magic.
Magic.
Sounds like an off-brand DJ. You get at a wedding.
Yeah, it does.
If you need bar mitzvahs done, I can do them.
Yeah, I think. Harry,
For
I'd
wedding.
feel much more comfortable if you double tap.
Yeah, can you
right
double
there,
tap
left
control?
Double Yeah, tap.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
So, standard drill, gentlemen. From the front to the back, each of you gets a number. Soviets 1, I'm 2, Umlaut 3, Dinkelbeak 4.
I wouldn't put Digi near the end. I don't think you can count that high. Also, just to add, my mine detector is bound to my mute key, which I use for thanking subs. Thank you, Sir Justin. So your survival is based entirely on the generosity of the stream right about now.
Womble,
Yes, Dinkle.
can you carry one of my hats for me? I'm really heavy.
Drop the fucking hats.
No.
What's the
Okay, so here's why it's a bad idea to drop the hats and drop any of your stuff. Is because you can infer from drop supplies who is in the area, right? So for example, let's say he did drop his Australia hat. Well, that would tell any passing North Vietnamese patrols or even just farmers in the area, who could also be North Vietnamese. I would tell them, listen, here's a hat. You can kind of sometimes infer how long something has been here. If you say, oh, there was rain 2 days ago, but this doesn't look like it got muddy, we know that in the last 2 days, an Australian soldier was here in this spot. And if you know that they're on foot, because you can easily observe tire or tracked vehicles, you say, okay, we know they're on foot. We know they've been walking for 2 days. You can max do 15 miles a day. Now you have a 30-mile radius where you know for sure there's an enemy patrol. You got to think, with an aircraft or even a wheeled vehicle, you can cover a lot of that 30 miles. So you see how you even just trash, right? Even if it was just a piece of MRE trash that he dropped, they could sit there and go, listen, I know when this person was here and where they could be
It's for Reed.
and who they were.
All the things reset.
Fuck.
That was cyanide.
Who is that? Who's Jason what?
Jason Deluva.
Who the fuck is Jason? Anyway, for those just joining, it's editing day 6 of a probable 35. For the minute, the squad is just getting assembled, preparing to march out to take...
Who's that?
I don't know. He's being like Zoomer on us. It's weird.
All right then.
Jason Derulo is a lot of things. He is not a Zoomer. Jason Derulo smash hits, I think we're in the early 2000s. Derulo hits. When was his big songs? Yeah, okay. Well, this says Jason Derulo. This says he dropped a track and okay, it says he has dropped a lot, but Riding Solo 2010, that was a classic Jason Derulo hit. It Girl 2011. I guess Goodbye 2019. Is that real? Huh. Well, okay. So apparently Jason Derulo hasn't stopped dropping hits. But Talk Dirty. Oh, What You Say. Oh, when did he drop What You Say? Damn, people still play What You Say. 2009. Shit. Want to Want Me. Spicy Margarita. Acapulco. I've never heard of these. Spicy Margarita. Well, I'd play it for you, but I'll get demonetized. And all my ad revenue would go towards Jason Derulo. And I'll spare you making AI produce Jason Derulo tracks.
So, in
But
terms
just know I could.
of squad distribution, Jason Derulo.
We're heading off to rescue a downed pilot.
So you here?
Can I shoot him in the jungle?
You feel my legs, Sarge?
That's the good old bragging. Now, one of the things that was very common is for Max Sog was actually to carry AKs on these operations. One, they would often have indigenous forces with them, like very, very often. And that was for a host of reasons. Some of it was legal reasons, right? It was just a better look to have the Vietnamese lead the operation. But it also was a better look to have someone who was an expert at operating in the area and spoke the local language. So having local national special forces, but they'd also have the local rifles, the AKs. And that's because the M16 had a very distinctive report. And if you were like a soldier in North Vietnam or in Cambodia, North Vietnamese soldier in Cambodia, you would hear an M16 and you would know right away U.S. forces were in the area.
Someone feel that man's legs. Really, Si?
I don't think he's ever pronounced it correctly, like once. Shout out to this dude for having a gas mask.
Did you do a Michael Jackson?
Crab game.
What has that man taken? Excuse me.
It seems like Cyanide may have gotten his hands on a some kind of voice box, one of those voice changer boxes.
There he is. Do I have a nade? Yes, I do. Oh, way more effective than I thought it was going to be. Wow, look at that. What type of nades are these? I really hope they shoot you. I really, really hope they do.
There's the enemy.
Oh! Quebec, is that a grenade launcher?
No.
Interestingly enough, for a brief moment there, you actually watched Soviet do the right thing. You take fire, you get down and return fire. You don't yell, you don't go, contact, 0156 meters. No, you shoot. You just shoot, right? You return fire to the enemy.
Oh!
You want to give the enemy the smallest window possible in which they are engaging in a one-way firefight, right? Until you shoot back, all they're doing is hunting, right? So you want to reduce the window where they're on a one-sided hunt and turn it into a gunfight as fast as possible.
Quebec, is that a grenade launcher?
No.
No?
It's a 100 mil smoothbore rifle.
Let's see. That concerns me enormously.
Hello, Charlie. Roger. Can you move to your hold marker and just keep anyone coming out?
It's not 100 mil, right? A 40 mic is 40 millimeters. It's the diameter of the grenade.
From behind us to the east, we need to clear this industrial estate as a priority. Over. Machine gun that's watching north and east. Therefore,
Prince, did you get that?
take contact, you can't
You
have
watch east. I need to move this MG.
do
No,
the
no.
same again.
Oh. No, you shoot it with a... no, it's fine. Hang on.
We've all done that to a 50 cal. Also, a 50 cal tripod it's actually really unstable when it's that tall. You want the 50 cal to be lower.
50 cal is fine. It's absolutely fine, sir.
We've got to bug out south. So rearm and get ready to move. Are there any
The appeal of a 50 cal, though, especially over like a gully like that, is that it can reach out. You can hit an area target at about 2,000 meters, which is like the limit of human eyesight unmagnified, to detect like a human being. So that is good because you want to be able to, if you see the enemy, you want to be able to shoot them.
extra clothes here? Why do you not have clothes, Harry?
I thought this was the LC and I wasn't gonna need them.
You will need your clothes. Go and put them back on, you fucking maniac.
I need a medic.
Listen, if I could tell you, when I was deployed, they mandated that you had to have flame-proof, permethrin-treated ACUs, and there was a huge shortage of them. And so I ended up at one point having 2 pair, and then one of them had the crotch blowout. So then I had one pair of pants that I wore for 3 months straight. And even that, there was a little hole in the crotch. Just a little hole in the crotch. So I had to like make sure that no authority figure saw me. Yeah, because that's how it was. Even though they refused to give me the pants, I didn't have serviceable pants. And I wasn't going to like steal my soldiers' serviceable pants because I'm not a piece of shit. But like, it drove me fucking insane.
He's touching me.
Right, so
And I remember I had a battalion commander be like, "Where's your fucking frac use?" And I'm like, "Guy, I'm like," he like gave me this patronizing lecture about how to know if I was wearing frac use. I'm like, "Dude, I see the pants I'm wearing. They're on. I can't order them. I don't know where to get them. Like, I'm open to ideas."
for this clearing,
I can't imagine why we lost Afghanistan.
I will navigate us once we get touched down.
Why is the chopper just hovering?
Stand by.
Can we rappel down? I want to rappel down.
We cannot repel, no.
Yeah, Meg,
actually
if you want to
insert us.
rappel, double tap V. Double tap V? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no.
Did he actually jump out?
Jumped out the helicopter.
I do not claim responsibility for that.
Dinkle.
I do not want my fault.
Dinkle, it's Harry.
It's 100% his fault.
Harry, Mag, are you both alive down there?
I'll go and check. Wait, did Meg jump too?
Oh, jeez. Did someone else just jump? Really?
Stop being out the helicopter, you might break the fucking screen.
Yeah, the helicopter for some reason just doesn't want to land. I don't know whether there's something to do with the LZ bugged out.
Are we jumping?
I don't think they are.
Go.
I am done. No, stay in the fucking bird, you twat.
I've always been down with peer pressure. Bye. Oh, I guess another one. Tell my wife I love her.
I think the helicopter.
I'll
actually
tell your
has to
wife
come
I love
down.
her.
Don't jump out the fucking bird.
What are we supposed to do? Start landing.
Okay, yeah, this is a slight problem.
Digby, you ever seen that film with Sandra Bullock?
Which one?
Gravity! Woo! Oh God!
Oh, man down.
Hello, there it is.
Vietnamese devices southeast.
This rock is a cave system. We're going
Okay, interesting. This is he's got some Soviet rifle, I believe.
into these rocks in front.
I see the cave system.
Machine gunners Harry and the radio operator remain up top and provide rear area security. The two demos and the medic and myself will go into the cave system and try and find the pilot.
Digby, report. They do not have anyone that can sense traps. We may want to send Soviet down the hole.
All right, Soviet, you're going down to help.
Okay. What I want to point out is that, yes, eating while on security, guys, I got news for you. Human beings have to eat. And while a lot of, Ranger school instructors are going to be like, you can't eat on security. Yeah, you can. Just don't leave your trash around. But yeah, not only can you kind of have to, right? You've got to think that, we think of this as like 45 minutes of pulling security. It's not, dude. You can pull security for 8 hours. Very common. Extremely common to be stuck on site for 8 hours pulling security. So you've got to have, not only, it's not a lack of discipline to eat. It's that if you can stay in the gun and you pull out one of those first strike bars, those things are pretty good, by the way, and chow on it, like you're good. And honestly, a good squad leader is going to have a rotation plan in place to say, listen, here's the order you guys are getting relieved, right? So you're going to have an hour to use the bathroom. That's the tougher part, though. You're in the gun for 8 hours. How do you use the bathroom? And you know what the answer is, guys? Sometimes you just have to assume some risk because human beings have to piss.
Help the point team in the tunnel.
Yep, I've just spilt jam from my donut on my mouse. Hang on.
Said he's just spilled jam from his donut. Once he's stopped experiencing jamming,
Right.
you can go down there.
Oh, that's jammy.
He's you're jamming up.
This is actually why the U.S. military introduced something called a I think they even called it a first strike ration, actually. So the first strike bars were awesome because they were like sugar and carby, and they were just an easy. Yeah, here we go. They were just an easy snack that was self-contained. So you could put it in your pockets, put it in your cargo pocket. It fit in just about every pocket on the ACU, and then you just grabbed it and you nibbled on it and you were good to hook. Well, what happened is that when people would go out on missions, they would open like 3 to 5 MREs. They would take out all the components that would fit in pockets and were easily eatable without a spoon. And so they produced these things. So people ended up carrying, like, they'd sit there and be like, I have M&Ms in this pocket. I have Skittles in this pocket. I have a like apple turnover packet in this pocket. I've got sugar cookies in this pocket. And the Army was like, let's just formalize this. Let's just make this an official thing. And so they created the first strike ration. It has enough food for 72 hours. And you can see, while it has one spoon, almost everything else here is grab and eat. See this applesauce? Look, it's got a little pull tab so that you just eat it like, you eat it like this, right? Again, imagine you're on security. You can keep a hand on the gun. You can eat this nut raisin mix, right? Here's the peppered beef snack is beef jerky, right? Mocha and chocolate first strike rations. They're really good, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. And look, they even have a caffeine gum supplement, which, by the way, guys, I didn't have that. And if you've ever had the military issue caffeine gums, they suck. That's why I created Strike Gum, unironically, because they didn't have this caffeine gum in my rations. I had to just pound energy drinks, like shitty energy drinks in 135-degree Afghan heat. So anyway, I worked with a manufacturer right here in the USA to create Strike Gum. This thing has 90 milligrams of caffeine in every piece, by the way. These caffeine gums, they have 50, right? So what I made, this bad boy, this is a Red Bull's worth of caffeine in here. And no sugar. Oh, and 100 milligrams of alpha GPC. And it's a mint flavor, so you won't smell fucking gross. It is superior in every way. So I have it. It's strikegum.com, or you can just go to Amazon. The link's in the description. You can pick it up on Amazon. Just, order a pack. You can see we've had dozens of people who've ordered it and have loved it, and you guys absolutely should too. But the point is, of all this, is that you see how all of these are just snick snack. Like, they're easy. Even the two entrees are just sandwiches, right? They're like, you grab and go. So because soldiers were trying to eat these donuts, and getting it all over them. There was never a donut, but there was always like greasy, saucy shit, and it was a pain to eat when you just wanted to snack and keep going.
This is one. Yes, sir. On my way. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh, Bohemia. Holy shit.
We're going to have to search down. The contact in here is going to be fucking frenetic and close quarters. There are also traps that you're going to need to spot and deal with, Mr. Womble.
Copy that. Tunnel proceeds down, west.
All right, let's go down, west.
How cool is this?
That
So the actual Vietnamese tunnels were way smaller, like very, very small.
thing we entered through is placeable in the editor. There are 8 tunnel networks.
Ah.
It randomly selects which one it's going to give you.
Yeah, that's very clever, Bohemia. Well done.
Oh my god. But this is true. There would be like sleeping quarters, but they would often use hammocks.
Contact. Got him.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're just clearing carefully. Looking to my right. Clear. Hold. There's a trap somewhere. Don't move, Harry. Don't move. There's a trap somewhere ahead of me. Sai?
Hello?
Is that Sai behind you?
I'm stuck.
Sai, come here a second.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Come here.
What?
Come here. Come here.
It's like right fucking there. Like, try a little harder.
Damn it.
Just a little.
Damn
Are
it.
you okay?
Okay, that is the Russian soldier mine clearing method, in which the soldier is the mine clearer.
Yeah, we're all good, Key. We'll be up with the pilot once we find him.
Fucking hell, man. It's a Warren.
Gotta find this pilot. Someone found the pilot.
Moving left. Umlaut, stay with the pilot.
We need someone for rear guard as well. So, yeah, we're just going to try and use slopes and head up towards the tunnel exit. Friendly round the corner.
Come around.
Friendly. Friendly.
Yeah, Mac here.
What do you mean he's in the wall?
Did he commit an oopsie? No, I didn't. It's fine. I put the casualty down and just phased through the wall. Oh, you lost the pilot.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You lost the pilot?
No.
Keep your head.
Oh, no.
You dropped him out the fucking world, did you? That's what I said.
Damn, getting zonked into another dimension. That's bad news.
You got him.
Oh, no.
Right, mission's fucked. Let's extract because we lost the pilot.
We buried him alive. Listen, all of us, before we go upstairs, listen, he was dead when we got here, okay?
Yep.
He was dead.
yeah.
We tell. He was dead when we got here.
Keep moving southeast. Keep moving.
Guys, that's another famous military move, is to, when you do something fucked up, you all get together and you say, this is the story, and then you stick with it. We didn't do that because we're military police, and that's not in our culture. I know a couple infantry units that had the enemy destroy a bunch of sensitive items, NVGs and stuff, that they had totally lost earlier in the deployment.
Southeast. Stay on the high ground.
Who's this in front of me? Who? Who's who? Harry, are you injured or masturbating?
I'm trying to roll.
Okay, good. Sorry. Sorry, Karen. Yeah. I got you, brother. We'll get you back to Ohio in no time. Can we shoot from here? Ouch. Or, get shot in the ribs. Whoa, hello. Goodbye.
Oh shit.
Ah, this is excellent.
Okay, one thing that doesn't really happen that much is charging across an open field. And when you're going to have to charge across an open field, you generally want to have suppressive fire. So you can see this guy here, right? He's doing the wrong thing. You notice how if he went 4 feet backwards, he would be behind cover, meaning he would be harder to see. He could also be, he'd be behind concealment, harder to see. Or if he went back and to the right, he'd be behind a rock, which is cover and concealment. He would be harder to see and to shoot. That is a common sense, basic common sense.
I need one more kill. I can't end the mission with that. I have to get a kill. Just one more. Oh no.
There's your kills.
Soviet mate, contact
Make it 300.
Southeast. Brother.
Firing.
Oh no.
Well, I guess Womble gets.
No.
There.
Ah. I want a mission.
Well, this is now the mission, so.
Oh shit. No. You gotta let me get one last kill. Look at my score. I've got to get one last kill. Oh no. Oh. Aww.
Right, move southwest, LZ Paramount, reference the Huey currently coming.
Thanks anyway, Digby. I didn't get it.
I mean, I can literally spawn a dude
Aw.
in. You can shoot me.
Yeah, alright. Do it. Hang on. Oh.
Hey, we got a man here.
Nice.
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 All right, you motherfuckers. I need my LZ clear.
Nice.
Nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Anyway,
Welcome
guys,
to the Vietnam-
that is all I had for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Let me know in the comments if there's other Soviet Womble videos you want me to check out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.